Hello. This platform is new to me. I'm not a techie person. I never would have thought of doing this, but I have this desire to share the Urantia book with people, hopefully in a meaningful way, hopefully in a way that interests people and moves people and give me information that I might have. Um, I'd like to see everybody seek God, find God, and have God in their life. So this is my little effort to contribute something. Good this is or bad this is. So um, go with it. I'm trying to decide how best to use the platform. Um, the first couple videos I did kind of a little teaching. Probably I'm gonna just go kind of just whatever I'm feeling at the moment and talk on these little videos for now. So once again, the Urantia. For me, it's truth. It's direct revelation. Celestial personalities actually came down and dictated it to someone. Okay, so it shows. It's like a it's so many things. It's got so much information. Sometimes you just don't know what to do with it all. You can't even as much as I've read. I can't remember, especially now that I'm getting older. And um, there's just so much to it. But um, I think it can be used like a roadmap. It talks about ultimate destinies. It talks about the destinies of planets, the destinies of systems, the destinies of constellations, local universes, super universes, and of course the perfect Central Isle of Paradise and Havana. Um, Paradise is already, perfect. It is what it is. There's no changes there. Um, the only thing about that is a new future new citizen that will be there someday. But that's already perfect. I think Havana is perfect, but it still experiences. It still grows. I think it still shows growth because um, there'll, there's a constant influx of new ascenders going through it, and each and every ascender is a true value unto himself, a perfect, unique personality, uh, a unique representation of God Himself, represents a certain little part of God, in God's revelation. So I believe Havana it still has growth. It still has growth, and I think it always will because even when we go from the supreme age to the ultimate, there will be even more people flooding through the Absonite people. So and getting to the super universes, their ultimate destiny is the times of light and light, and that is every super universe, all seven of them, which is the grand universe for the grand universe, and but it includes everything that's within it. a super universe cannot be in the years of light and life until every major section, minor section, every local universe, and every constellation, every system, and every planet reach times of light. So, of course, this is ages in the future. But this is where we know it's all heading. That's God's plan of perfecting the time zones in their relative finality of expression in the supreme age. Um, and that's his plan. And all of us in it are involved and participating in contributing. We ourselves um, strive for perfection, strive to seek God, strive to know God, strive to do His will. Now, of course, even though that's God's will, God has ultimate will, but because He has given us free will, sometimes you never see it below the level of, except for below the level of system level and below. Anything above that, um, there might be occasional error in judgment or something like that from angel or some entity. But anything above that never showed rebellion, such as has happened in our system and two others in this local universe. So God's perfect destination takes into account all these little things that go on. So so in and all things work for the good of the believer, good of the God-seeking son, eventually. So we will be on this path from our planet, working our way through the system, working our way through the constellation, working our way through the minor section, working our way through the major section, working our way through the super universe, working our way through Havana, the billion planets of Havana, every one of which we will visit, and there's something to learn on every planet. And each stage we go through prepares us for the next. This life is preparing us for the Morantia life, starting on the mansion worlds in the system. Each mansion world prepares us for the next mansion world. We get the 7 mansion worlds. That prepares us to win the system capital. And from there, we're prepared to move to the constellation planets and go through all their schools. We get citizenship on the capital, Urantia, and so on. And that prepares us for the local universe schools, which prepare us for citizenship on the capital of our local universe of Nebadon. By the time we leave Nebadon, we will be a full-fledged spirit. In between, in between ne- um, being a full spirit and being a material being is the Morantia life. The Morantia life is what we go through, is what we are considered in as we go through the system and the constellations and even the local universe. But as we leave a full-fledged spirit on the way to the super universe, where we go through the minor sections, prepare us for the major sections, which prepare us for the schools of Uversa, the capital of our local I mean our constellation. No, our seventh super universe. That's the one we're in. We're in the seventh super universe. So we go through the schools of schools around Uversa, then citizenship on the capital, on to Havana, and eventually from Havana, when we're totally perfected, it's on to paradise. So that's the thing ahead of us. It's a long ways, and it's nice to know. I like knowing about it. It fascinates me when I read all about the different things. But we've really got to kind of keep our mind here where we're at, which is a hard thing to do when you know all the beautiful things ahead of us. And of course, right now, it's difficult. It's difficult here. Had some we've had some problems on this planet, and but I really think um, things are something seems to be going on. I think I think we're nearing a step up. Of course, near in the terms of eternity, you can doesn't mean 10 years. I mean, I don't know if there's anything going on now exactly, or it's on its way, it's coming close, whatever. I do know I what the next step is. The next thing will be big thing we look for, and that we need to start preparing for. Of, of course, right now, because our planet is quarantined and things uh, aren't revealed to us that we don't know yet. And of course, um, there's a real lack of liaison between um, spiritual government of this planet and the material, us, the material beings. Closest thing to us are midwayers and certain angels. Um, Around always, every minute of every day of our life. The four things that I know that are around us, hinge upon us, abide within us in the case of the thought adjuster. The the mystery monitor, what can be called the spirit, the fragment of God that He has sent down to indwell with us and eventually fuse with us. So He's with us always. The Holy Spirit is all around us. The Spirit of truth is all around. And our guardian angel is close and around us. And and all these beings are love us and just want so bad to help us and work with us. And you know, they just want us to make it. They want nothing but good for us. They want the best for us. And but we have free will, and I think I'm getting close to my time, so I'm gonna have to pick this up in another video. Thank you all for listening. Remember, the fatherhood of God constitutes the brotherhood of man. Can't say it enough. That's where one of the chief areas we've got to get to in this planet. And and I don't know how to do it. I want to contribute my little part, but just remember, we're all brothers and sisters and sons of God. All of us, every one of us, everybody you see, touch, and talk to. I gotta, okay, gotta go.